As a chosen one, your life is anything but ordinary. You carry within you a divine assignment, a spiritual frequency that few can comprehend. You see things others don't. You feel things others dismiss. And because of that, you face unique challenges that test your spirit, energy, and mission. But here's the truth, not everything is meant to be shared. Some things are sacred, meant to be guarded, nurtured, and protected in silence. In this video, we're diving deep into 10 powerful secrets that every chosen one must keep. These secrets will help you guard your energy, protect your insights, and preserve your connection with the divine. If you've ever felt spiritually drained, misunderstood, or under attack, this is for you. Let's begin. Secret 1. Keep your revelations private. Not every vision is meant to be spoken. When you receive spiritual downloads, dreams, or divine insights, resist the urge to share them immediately. Sometimes, when you speak too soon, the sacred becomes contaminated. The energy of your vision weakens when exposed to skepticism, mockery, or misunderstanding. Chosen ones must learn the art of concealment. Your spiritual revelations are like seeds, they need the quiet soil of your soul to take root and grow. Secret 2. Master the power of silence. Silence isn't weakness, it's your shield. The most powerful spiritual warriors move in silence. They know that energy is precious, and words can leak power. When you are silent, you listen deeper, to your intuition, to divine nudges, to the truth behind people's words. When you speak, let it be intentional, not reactive. Power flows where attention goes. Guard your silence, and you guard your spiritual essence. Secret 3. Don't explain your path to everyone. Your journey is yours. It doesn't need to be justified, rationalized, or explained. You weren't chosen to be understood, you were chosen to walk in alignment. People who don't carry your frequency won't resonate with your mission. And that's okay. Stop shrinking your spirit to fit the minds of those who cannot comprehend the magnitude of your purpose. You don't owe explanations to anyone. Secret 4. Keep your healing work private. As a chosen one, you are often called to heal others, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. But here's the secret, your most powerful healing work is done in silence and unseen. You pray for people who hurt you. You send energy to those who never say thank you. You intercede for the world in the quiet of your room. That quiet power doesn't need applause. It needs protection. Keep your healing work private, and your spiritual potency will remain intact. Secret 5. Guard the details of your spiritual practices. How you connect with the divine is sacred. Whether it's through prayer, fasting, meditation, dreams, or silence, don't let curiosity seekers turn your practices into gossip. The moment you expose your sacred rituals to unspiritual eyes, they become rituals, not communion. Don't let your sacred become spectacle. Protect your altar. Guard your secret place. Your spiritual practices are between you and the divine. Secret 6. Shield your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. As a chosen one, your presence is healing. Your words are like medicine. Your energy restores what is broken. And because of that, people are drawn to you. Some with good intentions, others with parasitic energy. You must learn to discern. Just because someone wants your time doesn't mean they deserve it. Not everyone who needs healing should have access to your light. Protect your energy like it's gold. Because it is. Secret 7. Protect the vision until it's time. Every chosen one carries a vision, a mission. But visions are fragile in their early stages. Don't expose your vision to people who haven't been assigned to it. Some will criticize what they don't understand. Some will try to copy it. Others will try to stop it before it grows. Hold your vision close. Work in silence. Let your results speak when the time is right. Secret 8. Stay away from spiritual comparison. As a chosen one, it's easy to look around and feel like you're not doing enough. You see others preaching louder, healing faster, gaining followers, or manifesting blessings. But comparison is a trap. It distracts you from your unique path. Your mission is not their mission. Your timing is not their timing. Some assignments require isolation. Others require hidden seasons. Don't compare your divine schedule to someone else's highlight reel. Trust your journey. Secret 9. Know when to disappear. Sometimes, the most powerful move you can make is to disappear, spiritually, emotionally, socially. Disappearing doesn't mean quitting. It means recalibrating. It means retreating to the sacred cave where the soul realigns with the divine. Even prophets withdrew. Even saints had their deserts. Even warriors needed silence before the next battle. Learn to recognize the signs. When your soul feels heavy. When your spirit feels scattered. When noise drowns the inner voice. That's your call to step back and enter the holy silence. Secret 10. Always maintain a hidden connection with the divine. This is the most important secret of all. Your strength comes from a hidden connection, not public praise. People will applaud your gifts, your insight, your aura. But they can never see the deep well from which it flows. The hidden place, the prayer room, the spiritual journal, the long nights of surrender, is your lifeline. It's the invisible root that sustains the visible fruit. Never let external distractions sever your internal connection. The world may see the crown, but only you know the cross you carry. Stay connected. Stay hidden. Stay humble. Closing reflections. If you've made it this far, you're not just curious, you're called. You feel the truth of this message in your bones because your soul recognizes it. You are not just spiritual. You are set apart. You are not just different. You are divinely assigned, and in that calling comes great responsibility. You will walk alone sometimes. You will be misunderstood. You will be attacked for no reason. But now you know the secrets. Now you have the tools. Now, you have the wisdom to protect your path. Remember this. Not everyone can walk with you. Not every battle needs your response. Not every insight must be spoken. Not every invitation deserves a yes. Your life is sacred. Your mission is eternal. Your soul is royal. So protect it like your destiny depends on it, because it does. Spiritual reminders for chosen ones bonus. The quieter you become, the more clearly you will hear. Isolation isn't punishment. It's preparation. You're not being attacked because you're weak. You're being targeted because you're powerful. When you feel empty, it's because you're being prepared to be filled by God alone. When the world can't understand you, heaven smiles, because your obedience is speaking louder than your words ever could. Your journey as a chosen one will not be easy, but it will be worth it. Keep these secrets like treasure in your heart. They will be your armor, your compass, and your strength. Watch this video again whenever you feel drained, misunderstood, or spiritually attacked. Let these truths ground you, remind you, and empower you. You were chosen for a reason. Walk boldly, walk humbly, and walk with wisdom. You are the storm. You are the light. You are the chosen one. You are not here to impress the world. You are here to fulfill a divine assignment. And that assignment comes with weight, responsibility, and spiritual battles that are often invisible to others. That is why, as a chosen one, you must learn the discipline of quietness, the wisdom of restraint, and the power of sacred privacy. Not because you are hiding, but because you are protecting something too valuable to expose. One of the reasons chosen ones often feel drained is because they are constantly pouring into others without taking time to refill their own well. Your presence, your words, your listening ear, these are healing to those around you. But if you are not intentional about rest, about solitude, about sacred restoration, you will slowly deplete yourself. And let's be clear, being spiritual does not mean being available to everyone. Even Jesus would retreat into the mountains alone. Even the prophets had their caves. Solitude is not loneliness. It is the holy ground where the soul communes deeply with the source. You must learn when to disappear, when to go silent, and when to withdraw, not out of fear, but out of sacred necessity. Every chosen one will have seasons of isolation. Not because they are unloved, but because they are being prepared. It is in these hidden seasons that your roots go deep, that your discernment sharpens, that your spirit becomes anchored. You may feel forgotten, but heaven is watching. The silence is not absence. It is divine alignment. You must also be aware that not everyone who draws near to you is meant to stay. Some people are drawn to your light, but they are not loyal to your mission. Some will attach themselves to your presence because they crave the warmth of your energy, but they will leave when asked to grow in responsibility or purpose. You must discern. You must recognize when a connection is divine, and when it is a distraction. There are people who come into your life like assignments. They need healing, clarity, or restoration. You may be the vessel for that. But you are not meant to carry them beyond the divine moment. Learn to release people when the season is over. Don't hold on to expired connections out of guilt or sentiment. If you do, you risk your own spiritual health. And be careful with spiritual showmanship. The world loves performance. It loves platforms, spotlights, and public validation. But the chosen one must never let the applause of men drown out the whisper of God. If your spirituality becomes a performance, you have already lost your power. The sacred is never loud. It does not beg to be seen. It simply is. Sometimes, the most powerful spiritual moments happen in complete silence, when no one is watching, when your face is buried in the pillow, weeping before the divine, when you wake up at 3 a.m. because your soul is restless, and you know you are being called to pray, when you choose forgiveness instead of revenge, even though no one will ever know about it. These are the moments that shape you. These are the secrets that preserve your soul. As a chosen one, you must also learn the discipline of saying no. Not every invitation is for you. Not every opportunity is aligned with your assignment. There will be times when doors open that look promising, but they lead away from your purpose. You must know the difference between what is good and what is God ordained. Your path is narrow for a reason. You were never meant to walk with the crowd. The more you grow in your spiritual power, the more you will be misunderstood. Some will call you arrogant. Some will say you've changed. Some will accuse you of thinking you're better than others. Let them talk. That's not your burden to carry. Your only task is to stay faithful, to the call, to the vision, to the one who sent you. You will lose friends. You will disappoint people. But you must not betray your own soul to make others comfortable. Another secret you must keep is your spiritual weaknesses. Even as a chosen one, you are human. You feel fear. You wrestle with doubt. You struggle with loneliness. But not everyone should be trusted with that level of access. There are people who will use your vulnerability against you. Not everyone who listens wants to help. Some only want to gain information to exploit. You must build inner strength through prayer, fasting, journaling, and communion with trusted spiritual mentors. Let your weaknesses be brought before God, not before gossipers. Let your healing happen in holy silence, not in public spectacle. Sometimes the people closest to you will be the least supportive. Don't let that shake you. Joseph's own brothers threw him into a pit. David's own father forgot him when the prophet came looking for a king. Jesus was betrayed by one of his own disciples. Betrayal is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. Often, it's confirmation that your light is too powerful for those who walk in darkness. Learn to carry pain without letting it poison your purpose. Let it make you wiser, not bitter. Let it deepen your compassion, not shrink your faith. You will also need to guard your dreams. There will be times when you wake from sleep, knowing you've just been shown something sacred, something prophetic. These are not always meant to be shared. Some dreams are for instruction. Some are for intercession. Some are simply confirmations. Record them. Meditate on them. Pray over them. But do not cast them before those who will trample their meaning. Your spiritual life is a treasure chest. Don't leave it open for strangers to dig through. And let's talk about spiritual attacks. As a chosen one, you are on the front lines. You may feel intense spiritual warfare in the form of confusion, fatigue, depression, or even sudden losses. These are not random. They are designed to disconnect you from your source. You must stay alert. Fast when led. Pray without ceasing. Cover your home, your mind, your body in prayer. Use the spiritual tools you've been given: scripture, praise, discernment, solitude. But above all, don't fight battles you were never assigned to. Not every insult deserves a response. Not every injustice is yours to correct. Pick your battles with divine wisdom. Sometimes the most powerful spiritual move is to remain still and let God fight for you. And remember, humility is your greatest protection. The moment pride enters, the spirit begins to weaken. As you grow in your spiritual gifts, healing, prophecy, discernment, resist the temptation to boast. Let your power flow from love, not ego. Let people encounter the divine when they encounter you, not because of how loud you are, but because of how present you are. The chosen ones are not loud prophets on the stage. They are quiet warriors in the shadows. They are the ones who carry the weight of generations in their prayers. They are the ones who fast in secret, cry in silence, and still stand with power when the world needs healing. You are not common. That's why your life will never look common. That's why the rules are different for you. What others can do, you may not be allowed to. Where others can go, you may not be called to follow. It's not punishment, it's preparation. So guard your path, guard your heart, guard your spirit. You are not just a light, you are a fire. And fires are not meant to be handled casually. Walk with wisdom, speak with purpose, listen deeply. Love fiercely, but selectively. You will reach moments where you feel like giving up. But hold on. Because just on the other side of your deepest trial is the activation of your next assignment. And when that moment comes, you will look back and thank yourself for staying hidden, for protecting what mattered, for keeping your spirit intact. You are not here to be popular. You are here to shift atmospheres. You are here to break generational cycles. You are here to be a divine portal between heaven and earth. So keep walking, even when it's lonely, even when it's misunderstood, even when it feels like no one sees the battles you fight. Because heaven sees you, and that is enough. And perhaps, that is one of the greatest strengths of the chosen one. You continue even when no one claps, no one cheers, and no one sees. You continue not because of recognition, but because of conviction. There is a flame within you that refuses to die, even in the winds of betrayal, even in the rain of rejection, even in the thunder of loneliness. That flame is your soul's covenant with the divine. And it knows its path. Many chosen ones suffer in silence. Not because they lack the strength to speak, but because they have learned that some pain is meant to be carried alone, between them and God. In your silent battles, there is a sacred intimacy being forged. A trust that no human can give. You are being trained to walk in darkness with the light of faith alone. And when no one understands, when no one believes, when even your own heart trembles with doubt, there is still a whisper. A quiet voice in the depth of your soul that says, keep going. You were not chosen for comfort. You were chosen for greatness. But greatness does not come wrapped in luxury. It is born in breaking. It is refined in fire. It is molded in tears. And that is why not everyone is chosen. Because this path requires a different kind of strength. Not brute strength, but spiritual resilience. The ability to still believe even when the promise hasn't arrived. The ability to keep loving even when your own heart is bruised. You will often be called to give what you yourself are lacking, hope to the hopeless, comfort to the broken, direction to the lost. And yet, your cup feels empty. But somehow, you pour. Somehow, you give. And that, dear soul, is the mystery of divine supply. When you walk in your assignment, the source supplies through you, even when you feel dry. But remember, you are a vessel, not a source. So you must return again and again to the well that fills you, through prayer, through silence, through sacred solitude. You are not meant to live on the applause of people, but on the breath of the Spirit. There will be times when you see things others don't. You'll notice patterns in people's behavior. You'll hear what they don't say. You'll sense danger where others see opportunity. That's discernment. It is both a gift and a burden. You'll question yourself at times. Why do I feel this way? Why do I see what no one else sees? But trust that inner nudge. Your spiritual radar is real. And as painful as it is, you must let go of the desire to be understood by everyone. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand apart. To be set aside. To be sanctified for something holy. And holiness will always feel like loneliness when you're surrounded by a world that chases noise, vanity, and distraction. But don't mistake the silence of your life as abandonment. It's preparation. God often hides his most powerful soldiers. Not because they are forgotten, but because they are being sharpened. You are not late. You are in training. And when the time comes, you will not just walk into your assignment, you will embody it. Many chosen ones struggle with emotional heaviness that comes without explanation. You'll feel the weight of the atmosphere. You'll carry burdens that aren't yours. This is part of your spiritual sensitivity. You are not broken, you are tuned in. You are picking up on energies, emotions, even unspoken pain from others. That's why boundaries are non-negotiable. You must learn to cleanse your spirit regularly. Whether through nature, silence, journaling, or worship, don't let the weight of the world drown your fire. Protect your emotional body as much as your physical one. And yes, sometimes the greatest attacks will come just before your greatest breakthroughs. The enemy knows when you're on the edge of something great. That's when distractions intensify. That's when fear creeps in. That's when old wounds reopen. But now you know, this is the sign that you're close. Don't give up. Don't fall back. Push through. Let go of the need for immediate clarity. The path of the chosen one is not always mapped out. It's often revealed step by step, moment by moment. You'll be asked to obey before you understand. To walk before you see the ground. That's faith. And your trust becomes the key that unlocks the next level of your calling. Do not despise your limitations. Your imperfections. Your weaknesses. These are not disqualifiers, they are invitations. They invite grace. They invite surrender. They remind you that it's not by your strength that you fulfill your mission, but by the one who sent you. Even your failures serve a divine purpose. You fall, not to be condemned, but to become more compassionate, more humble, more attuned to the grace of God. Your broken places will become the bridges others walk across to find healing. People will try to define you by your past. But you are not who you were, you are who you are becoming. The chosen one is always in transformation. You are never stagnant, never finished. Each pain you endure, each truth you embrace, each lie you release, it reshapes you. You are becoming more than human. You are becoming an instrument of the divine. And yes, there is a loneliness in this path that no one talks about. There are nights when you will lie awake and feel the ache of your own soul. Not because something is wrong, but because your spirit is expanding. You are outgrowing who you used to be. And not everyone will come with you. Release them. Let go of the ones who were only meant for a chapter. Don't cling to what's no longer aligned. It will only delay your destiny. If they cannot honor your growth, they do not deserve access to your future. Let your circle be small, but sacred. Surround yourself with people who protect your peace, not provoke your pain. People who water your soul, not drain your light. Learn to celebrate yourself, even when no one else claps. Be proud of your growth. Be proud of your endurance. Be proud of your choice to stay soft in a world that tried to harden you. That's divine strength. And never forget, your gift is not just your talent. Your gift is your presence, your empathy, your truth, your alignment. Wherever you go, people feel something shift. Not because of your words, but because of your being. You are a walking portal to a higher dimension. You carry light that disrupts darkness. You carry peace that silences chaos. You carry frequency that exposes lies. That is why some people reject you. Not because you're wrong, but because your light makes them face their own shadows. Let them go. Don't dim yourself to be accepted. If they cannot handle your truth, they were never meant to walk beside it. Stand in your light, even when it burns. Stand in your truth, even when it's lonely. Stand in your calling, even when it costs you everything. Because at the end of it all, you won't be measured by how many people applauded you. You will be measured by how faithfully you carried what was given to you. By how fiercely you loved. By how bravely you obeyed. You are not here to be liked. You are here to awaken. So rise, even with trembling hands, even with a cracked voice, even with tears in your eyes. Rise, because the world is darker without your light. Rise, because your voice unlocks destinies. Rise, because your silence is a battlefield, and every time you choose to keep going, you win. Rise, because you are the chosen one.